Folks, the project you're about to see in today's episode seems just like a normal kind of Tractor Time with Tim family project. But I want to tell you that it's probably what's going to turn out to be the most special project for me ever. This is the last project I ever got to work on with my dad. In fact, it's the last day that I saw my dad on this earth. Dad passed away just this week, a day or so ago, and we're going to have the services later this week. So we're kind of mourning that. Our whole family is gathering here, and it's kind of a difficult time for us on one hand. On the other hand, it's a celebration time for us, and we're really excited that Dad was such an amazing influence, not only to me, but to my three siblings. And as we've seen this week from some of the news pouring in, he's been an amazing influence on a lot of folks. And I hope maybe you've even seen some of the influence over the years. You know, there's a lot of talk about privilege right now. And when I think about it, I realize there's one privilege that I've definitely had that I could have never have chosen, and that's dad privilege. I've had the most amazing dad than anyone could ever ask for, and I just hope that I've done enough to try to soak up some of what he had to offer, some of the wisdom that he tried to share. And I guarantee you that I did pick up one thing, another privilege. Dad taught me the privilege of knowing Jesus Christ as my personal Savior. More than anything else he did, he lived his life on this earth for Jesus. And we don't get preachy on this channel. We don't intend to change that. We're happy to share our faith, but we don't talk much about it, at least in these kind of tones. So if this offends you, I'm sorry. Just wait and tune into the next video, and we'll be back into tractor projects like normal. But Dad has been able to demonstrate one of those phrases that you kind of hear in culture, that if you know Jesus, you know peace. Dad has done everything he can to live a righteous life, not because he felt like that would get him salvation and eternity with Christ, but because Christ had already granted him that gift, and he felt an obligation to try to serve Christ with all of his heart. And everyone that spent time around him could see that, including the four of us kids, his grandkids, and now his great-grandkids. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. This is the cover they put on the cistern while we were gone. You know, we left it last spring. Well, hopefully we're going to carry it. We left it open last spring. We had to cover it up. Can you grab it? One of the first things I decided to do was try to put some of these remaining big hunks of concrete into the old cistern. Unfortunately, the first one I chose was too big for the hole. Not only did I regret dropping it in there, I also regretted not having my backhoe hooked on. Guess it's not going to fit.
Doesn't look like it.
You think I need to try to get that big piece out of there? Because it ain't going to fit down in there.
How deep is it going to be?
It's not deep enough to probably plow over.
Is it 12 inches?
I doubt it. I don't know if I could jam it down there in there further or not. I don't have any backhoe or anything.
Yeah, well, I may have to go get the backhoe. I thought it was deeper than that.
Well, it is. It's just this piece is too wide to get down in there.
Oh.
I'll see if I can get it out. I think we're going to need your backhoe.
Okay.
Don't you?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I reckon it'd probably be handier anyhow for some of this.
Yeah, I mean, this is awful rough and all, and I mean, I can fill the sand, that's not a problem, but I don't think I can get that out of there or get it in there either way.
Okay. Maybe I can, if I get the backhoe, I can get it to lay down or something.
Push it on down in there. We missed it. You just got to push down in there. While he's working on that, I proceeded to put sand in the other cistern. If you remember back to the earlier episode, we have 2 cisterns on the property. Now in that episode, we used a pump and pumped them both dry. But Brother Tom is actually spraying today and is using these water pumps, and well, we didn't want to take the time to fool with it anyway, so we decided to just fill them up even while they're containing water. So you'll see the water running out of it as we get closer to getting it full. Tom used his semi and dump trailer to go get this load of sand. I suspect it's probably 22, 23 tons. At this point, we don't know if we got enough sand or whether we'll need another load. Hopefully we got enough, because I'd like to just get this project done. You are now entering the splash zone. I enjoyed watching it bubbling at this point. Check it out. We clipped some of this out because, well, it was kind of boring, but it was fun to me to just keep dumping bucketfuls of sand into this hole, and, well, they just kept disappearing. Now we're back to the other cistern, and since Dad got that one big piece of concrete pushed down, well, I decided I would try some more. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it guided in properly. This gives us a good way to dispose of these old concrete sidewalks, and hopefully now we'll have enough sand to be able to fill this one as well. While I was moving the sand, Dad decided he would remove what's left of a stump and then kind of smooth off that area over there to the left. I kind of like those little trees that we've left. Those are, I think we left the nicest too. I'm beginning to get it filled in, but it still won't hold up the tractor. I'm going to be quiet here for a few minutes and let you watch Dad and I work together for the last time. You think it would make sense to dig a hole and bury that wire?
That wire sticking up, dude.
Yeah, it's sticking up. Well, you'll be able to see it when you back up. It sticks
I
up
see
there.
it there by my tire.
That's where we cut it off from the old meter, see, and it's not connected. You could dig a hole and bury this end of it if you wanted.
I probably better get it down while I go see it.
Well, what'd you say, get it
Well,
out?
I see I better get it down.
Get it down, yeah. Yeah.
I'll come around.
We've got that old power cable sticking up there, and it's running from the pole down here. It's disconnected at the pole. It'll never be used again, but we need to get this out of the way. Well, since it's connected all the way to the pole, there's no way for us to like dig it out. So he's going to try to dig a hole there, and we'll just bury this end of it so that it's out of our way. Sounds like the old backhoe could use a little grease. But you know what? Dad isn't worried about that anymore. Meanwhile, we're digging up a water line. pretty special to be able to work with Dad. He doesn't work as fast as he used to, and you know, so, but I don't work as fast as I used to either. But I just can't explain how special it is to work with him. We've worked all day, really. We worked the other project this morning. I think you've probably already seen it on an earlier episode. And now working back here. We're not getting a whole lot done, but it doesn't matter. Maybe I can come around and help him fill it in. His machine will do more, but if you notice, when he needs to turn around or something, he has to go way out, swing way out. Johnny just kind of spins right around and does it. The problem with dirt work is you can just keep doing it all day long. There's never really an end, right? You just keep piddling and keep piddling. But he's finally got it where it'll hold his tractor up. I really appreciate you playing in the sand with me today, Dad.
Okay.
You know, we never got to play with the sand much as a kid because Dad wouldn't let me get a sand pile. Now, why wouldn't you let me get a sand pile? I know the answer, but can you remember?
What?
Why wouldn't you let me get a sand pile?
Well, you did, but then the cats got in so bad that we had to just use the garden. So
Yeah.
you just used the garden.
The sand pile didn't work because the cats would always use it as a litter box. It was no fun whatsoever, so we just used the little section of the garden and played in the section of the garden. That's exactly right. And but today we're playing in a sand pile.
Yeah. Guess we ought to take some for great-grandson Troy.
Yeah?
He could track that in the house.
Yeah, Mom would like that, wouldn't she? Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim.